Seven Springs. How would the Trump organization value that asset for the SOFC?
For what year?
2000. I mean, it's a general question. It's frankly not per year. It's okay. They have a process. What was the process?
The goal was to use each of the assets and increase its value in order to get to the end result number. It was basically backing in numbers to each of the asset classes in order to attain the number that Mr. Trump wanted.
Okay. So
that was Michael Cohen at his deposition in connection with the New York Attorney General's civil fraud case against Donald Trump, which is now in day 5 of trial. Michael Cohen showed up to his deposition, but Donald Trump is too cowardly to show up to the deposition noticed by Michael Cohen in the $500 million lawsuit that Donald Trump filed against Cohen. You heard that right, folks. Donald Trump has surrendered. Donald Trump has dismissed the federal lawsuit he filed against Michael Cohen because Donald Trump was too cowardly to do what you just saw Michael Cohen do, which is Donald Trump was too cowardly to be deposed. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network, and folks, this is big. I couldn't be prouder of my co-host from the Political Beatdown podcast, Michael Cohen. If you follow the Political Beatdown podcast here at the MeidasTouch Network, subscribe, by the way, or Political Beatdown wherever audio podcasts are available. I've been saying there is no way that Donald Trump is going to show up for that deposition that was noticed by Michael Cohen. You'll recall Donald Trump was the one who filed the lawsuit against Michael Cohen back in April. Trump used it for fundraising. Donald Trump sued Michael Cohen for $500 million, and Michael Cohen did what you expect a litigant to do who is sued for any amount of money, especially $500 million. Michael Cohen fought back. Michael Cohen filed a motion to dismiss and then immediately sent discovery to Donald Trump. Trump's the plaintiff in this case. So if you bring a case, you better be ready to litigate that case. But we know that Donald Trump just abuses the judicial process like he abuses everything in his world. So Michael Cohen said, okay, bet. I'm going to send a deposition notice. I'm going to propound discovery requests and interrogatories and respond. I'll see you for deposition. Trump blew the first deposition date several months ago. We've been covering each one of these steps here at the MeidasTouch Network, and Trump's lawyer actually argued this. Trump's lawyer argued that it would be embarrassing and harm Donald Trump's reputation if he had to be deposed before the November 2024 election. The federal judge in the Southern District of Florida, where Donald Trump brought the case, rejected that argument and said, no, you got to pick a deposition date. And so deposition dates were chosen. And every time we got to that deposition date, there was one back in early September, Donald Trump would come up with another excuse. Like early September, he said that he had a new lawyer, one of his criminal defense lawyers, who needed to be there so Donald Trump could invoke his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination in a case that Donald Trump filed against Michael Cohen. So the court's like, fine, I'll give you one more try, but things are getting serious right now based on your repeated pattern of abusing the judicial process here. So the federal judge in the Southern District of Florida said October 3rd. And as we got to the October 3rd deadline of the deposition of Donald Trump came up with another excuse. Remember his excuse? He then said that he was going to attend each and every day of the first week of the New York Attorney General's civil fraud case. Donald Trump said that he was indispensable and had to be there at the civil fraud trial. Well, Donald Trump lasted 2 2.5 days. 2.5 days before he whined, "I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here," is what he said. You don't believe me? Here, play this clip of Donald Trump whining and saying that he's stuck here. Play the clip.
But I'm here, stuck here, and I can't campaign. I'd rather be right now in Iowa. I'd rather be in New Hampshire or South Carolina or Ohio or a lot of other places, but I'm stuck here because I have a corrupt attorney general that communicates with the DOJ in Washington to keep me nice and busy, because I'm leading Biden in the polls by a lot. That's all this is. This is election interference. They made up a fake case. They're fraudulent people. And the judge already knows what he's going to do. He's a Democrat judge. In all fairness to him, he has no choice. He has no choice. He's run by the Democrats. I know this city better than anybody knows this city. There's nobody knows it like I do. He's a Democrat judge out of the clubhouses. He's controlled, and it's a shame. What's going on here is a shame.
And other than that, you had Donald Trump just attacking the judge, attacking the prosecutor. Play this clip.
This is a judge that should be disbarred. This is a judge that should be out of office. This is a judge that some people say could be charged criminally for what he's doing. He's interfering with an election, and it's a disgrace. Thank you very much.
Mr. Trump, why do you want to be here?
But here's the thing, why I wanted to show you those clips. And to me, the importance of what Michael Cohen did. Michael Cohen did not back down as Donald Trump relentlessly tried to wear him out. Donald Trump did not attend the trial for the full week. Michael Cohen was going to call Trump out again, and then Trump voluntarily dismissed the case against Michael Cohen. Here it is. Donald Trump is trying to dismiss it without prejudice, which I'll explain to you in a minute what that means. And it says plaintiff, and he calls himself the president in these filings, which is just absurd. We do a motion to strike. Plaintiff Donald Trump, by and through undersigned counsel, hereby gives notice that pursuant to Rule 41(1)(a)(1) sub 1 is voluntarily dismissing the action without prejudice. And then Donald Trump's thing is, well, if it's with prejudice, then I can't file the lawsuit again. But without prejudice, I want to refile this lawsuit in the future. So Donald Trump comes up with an excuse after dismissing the case because he was too cowardly to show up for the deposition. Let's be clear what went down. Donald Trump surrendered. And now Michael Cohen is going to have the opportunity to seek massive sanctions against Donald Trump. I want to see Cohen sue Donald Trump now. I want to see Cohen seek massive sanctions against Donald Trump. And for all Donald Trump has put Cohen through, I want Cohen to go on the offense. I'll speak with Michael Cohen, by the way, later today, and I'll get his feedback about what he thinks. He's my co-host, of course, again, on the audio podcast Political Beatdown. Make sure you subscribe there as well. But what was Donald Trump's statement? Oh, his spokesperson put out an excuse saying that because of Columbus Day and that Donald Trump will be in New Hampshire, that Donald Trump can't attend the deposition, so he's going to dismiss it without prejudice. And then he mocked Michael Cohen and called Michael Cohen a proud felon in the statement. Well, you are such a coward. You are such a traitorous, treasonous, you know what, Donald Trump. And I want this to be a lesson for anybody who has to deal with Donald Trump. And we say it time and time again here at the MeidasTouch Network. Stand up to him. Stand up, because he is as weak as you can be. He is weak. All of the frantic ranting and raving and throwing his hands and the hissy fits are the temper tantrums of a petulant child. Call it out the way Michael Cohen did, and Trump surrenders. Trump gives up each and every time, like the coward traitor he is. He is a loser and the biggest loser in world history, and he just surrendered to Michael Cohen. Great work, Michael Cohen. Donald Trump dismissed his case against Michael Cohen for $500 million. Michael Cohen's now going to seek sanctions, and I hope Michael Cohen sues Donald Trump We'll keep you posted as we learn more here at the MeidasTouch Network. Everyone, give a thanks to Michael Cohen. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network, and you could support the growth of this network. You know what? Support the Political Beatdown podcast by going to patreon.com/political beatdown. Patreon.com/political beatdown. Have a great day.
Hey Meidas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.